Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good seeing you all again.
Yes.
I'm great. Thanks. Still practicing, and it's my favorite time of year. I love the practices leading up to the first game, especially this year. We are really teaching. Last year at this time, I didn't have their attention because we were so veteran, and they were just ready to play, and, we were opening at Kentucky. So, it was this anxious, like, just let the horses out of the cage, let them go, let them go, let them go. And right now, we're not there. We're still learning. And, we play tomorrow, an exhibition game that, we'll probably, it certainly won't be mistake-free. But, we're part of the joy in returning every year as a coach and having longevity at a school. Part of the joy is you've seen this before. You've kind of been on this ride before. And I can go back to, 8 years ago and pick those practices out and realize where I was at this time and not panic. We've done this before. We've had a young backcourt. We've had, we've lost pros before and had to figure it out. So you do have to take a couple steps back. But my gosh, as long as we're competing, then these kids, they compete. They really do. Our newcomers are very talented. They're very much stacked under a pile of books right now, trying to figure out the system. But they emerge as competitors, So that's impressive. They're not statues. They're not fearful. They're still playing with guts, and they're still going hard. So the future, on down the line, I think we're going to be a pretty nice basketball team. But we're still figuring things out right now, no question. And that's in comparative to where we were last year, which last year I was done talking by now. They didn't need me. They didn't need me. So they needed my strategy in games, but they didn't need me in practice. So it's different. It's a different hat. It's a fun hat to wear.
What
about
I do. Leadership, when you lose players like you lost last year, are there people who emerge? Do you try to get them to emerge? Or are there people who just have the personality that
I think somebody like India Banks, a freshman for us, she has no choice but to lead. We got great leadership from the sidelines right now, unfortunately, because Amace is still not active, Kayla Prather's still not active, and Laura Cornelius is not active. So we're getting great leadership from the sideline, but in between the lines, everybody's got to have a different role and different job and different responsibility. And right now, everybody's so trying to just take care of their own business. It's hard to get anyone just that's comfortable and knows, okay, I got my 30 minutes a game. I got my game under, I'll take care of the others. That's my job as a coach. I'm trying to get some of my upperclassmen to play a little bit outside of their traditional roles and really put their arms around some of these young players and figure out how Miami's going to win.
Katie, what is a little bit of the timeline with Kayla and Amace? I know obviously Laura's season.
Yeah. Amace's very imminent. It's coming, right? I don't know first game, but it's not far. I actually got to see her on the court a little bit today out of the corner of my eye. So she's not full, but she's definitely, there's balls bouncing and Amace's in between the lines, so we're getting there. Kayla's a little bit further away. She had a lot done. Both of them had significant work done, and without getting into details, both of them played through a lot last year, and both of them need some significant time to get better. Yeah.
How much, can you just talk about the loss of them, what it means to you?
Yeah, I can, and the thing is like, obviously, we lost a lot of veterans, and then you add those three to the mix, and I'm, really doing a lot of work at night. I have these notepads where I take notes, and I'm already on my 7th notepad, and we haven't played a game yet. That's rare. That's me free thinking, just writing through, oh, maybe I should do this, changing options on plays, digging through, just comments like, wow, so-and-so and so-and-so play well together. Like, my mind is very busy right now. There's no set lineup. There's no set offense. There's no set defense because my personnel keeps changing. But those notepads are great because it's all a build-up to some finished product, which is coming. But right now, yeah, absolutely. Construction zone, workers in progress right here. That's for sure.
How many pads do you normally have at this point in the season?
Probably 3. Yeah. We're working. A lot of film. I watch film of practice every day, but I've never watched like 2 and 3 times of practices. But it's really just a lot. And what I'm saying is, I could just be closing the computer and saying, oh my God, we have nothing. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is there's a lot of options. Everybody's new and everybody's able to do things that I have to make what they're good at work for us. But there'll be some free-flowing, you're going to like the talent. You're going to like the pace of play. We're just going to have, I'd rather have mistakes early and fearless play than fearful hesitation. And I don't see a lot of fearful hesitation right now. But yes, I mean, that's okay. There's a spirit to them. They compete.
You mentioned India. What about some of the other freshmen, especially Kelsey?
Kelsey Marshall is really playing very well. Composed, shot maker, total shot maker. And no matter what the shot is, I mean, she can really adjust her game to what the defense has given her. Micaiah Gray is going to be a very special player for us. Very speedy, very downhill. Really takes people on. She'll remind you of a baby jet. She really will. Very, very speedy. And Taylor Mason's a player that's not going to let you not play her. I mean, she's just a physical guard, rebounds, defends, pushes tempo. And then Rebecca Ripley kind of comes in this kind of the pick and pop kind of stretch 4, 3-4 kind of player that we need. So those 5 freshmen are going to play, and they're going to play a lot. They're very good. And then, of course, with Erica returning and Kiki returning and Shanice Bailey returning, Nija Pettiholmes playing well, so we got a good mix. But the returners' roles have absolutely grown, and the freshmen I'm trying to figure out what they're good at so that I make sure I play to their strengths.
Okay, how did you process the way the season ended, and then just what was the offseason like for your returners?
Right. There's some off, the season ended, but so much kind of ended there. It wasn't like I should build from that moment and apply it to this year's team. So it was kind of like, okay, if the team 2 years ago had lost in that situation, I would evaluate, but what are we going to do with this squad next year because we returned so many? But it's kind of a fresh start. Processing the end of last season, it was more so on one night we got outplayed. We truly did. And I can think all of it, but the community came out, supported us. The administration did what they could do. We had a season which got us to that point, which I'm very proud of, and we got outplayed on one night.
Kenny, I know you touched on the fact that obviously you've gone through, you've lost top players before.
Right.
When's the last time you had one this kind of work in progress? How long has it
What was my first? No. I think it was a year, and I remember when we lost Baymo, Sylvia, right? But there was these people underneath Baymo and Sylvia. It was like Stroman and Pepper and Stephanie Yiderstrom, and they had done so much to support those people and let them get all the glory, but they spent 3 years just kind of like in the grass, kind of hiding out, but really being the reason that they supported everything. And so that's what I wish for Erica and Kiki and Kayla and my seniors this year, Shanice Bailey. I wish it for them because they've been doing all that dirty work, for years. They've been setting the screens. They've been rebounding the ball. They've been taking the charges, but they haven't been scoring. And, I mean, are they going to be the reason to score, or are they going to continue in that role, and now we're going to get scoring from somewhere else? But I want it for them because they have been they allow other people to play freely because they've just been so consistent in their effort.
Katie, you've gotten to know Jim well over all these years. He told us the other day just about how this whole situation has been very trying for him, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Right.
Have you... how do you see him, and have you had talks with him, and how to get through this?
Yeah, I don't think he needs my advice on how to get through it, but he certainly can hear how I feel about his character, which was absolutely told to him. I have no doubt in that man's character.